Hey people, how are you doing? Well, I've uh, I've I've had a lot of ups and downs. Basically, a lot of downs. I I had a pet for a couple of days. I took a pigeon in. She had one eye, and she was dying. So I took her in. I put some ointment on her eye. I got a lot better. She was sitting on my windowsill, and she was coming in and out. I had her for about 2 weeks, and yesterday it snowed, and I woke up and she was gone. And I know what happened. She couldn't fly. So what happened was the snow came, and she was then very visible. I know that I've seen this happen before. She was visible to predators, so something came down and just grabbed her right off the windowsill. A hawk, usually. That's probably how she lost her eye. I've seen hawks eat pigeons, and they go right for the eye. Anyways, so that was very depressing. Happened yesterday. As well, the weather just keeps getting worse, and I keep thinking it's going to be nice, and it keeps getting worse. But really, the worst thing that's happened is that I can't seem to get a good mood going again. I'm permanently depressed, I think, and I cannot seem to get my life, my mind back in order. I'm basically either, honestly, I feel like a secondary psychopath where I'm either traumatized, running around doing something, occupying my mind with stupidities, or or just lost. I Problem is everything that I think about doing, I just think of the bad side right away. I think about the downfall, and I'm not living in illusion. It's not in my mind. I mean, I see it happen around me all the time. I've been more or less stable, but I've seen other people fall over the past 3 years from grace. I've seen all kinds of people get traumatized by attempting things and getting screwed in the process. Anyways, what I've noticed is that I keep having mini traumas. Like it just happened this morning. I went to return some cans, and I saw the machine had changed. One of the machines had changed, and there's a trick I know with one of the machines. So if that last machine goes, I'm basically screwed, big time. Um, One by one, the technology has been upgraded so that I don't have that advantage. This was the last one. It's still there, but now there's another one next to it, and that means that there's it's not good. It's not good. And instead of that motivating me to do anything smarter for myself, I feel like I'm just traumatized again. I feel like just lying in my bed and just dying. Just like when I figured out my parents were psychopathic and been using me, and basically just I feel like I've just been arrested for murder because I've been watching a lot of those interviews, and the hopelessness they feel at that point where they just feel nothing they can do will get them out of the situation. It's too late. And that's really the way I feel. It's like, my God, I've done everything in life. I've experienced so many careers and jobs, and it just all always ends up me. It doesn't really change. Like life doesn't get better necessarily. My life is fine the way it is, and if I were to get a job, I'd be just more miserable. Uh, I can't imagine doing that again, and just waiting for disappointment, waiting to get fired, waiting for the shoe to drop. And anyways, when I look for jobs, everything looks so plastic. You're just filling it's just, I've done it so much. You're just a spoke in the wheel. So I'm just grateful that I think the snow is finally over, because when it's nice, at least I can be outside and forget about my problems. I think that's what keeps me going the past 3 years. Being able to forget by just being physical outside, and just keep moving, I guess, was keeping me happy. When I stop moving, or I get scared that things are gonna fall apart, It's like I revert back to a child again, where I feel like a freeze reaction. Now, I may record a video in tomorrow and say that I've turned around. This seems to be my borderline situation where it's like I'm splitting right now. And right now, life is just gloomy, and the future looks pointless. And my efforts look all like they're going to be futile, no matter what it is. But I also know that it's not true. This is the problem. This is why I think borderline is on the level of psychotic and neurotic, because I know I can flip at any moment. I know I can be lying in bed just depressed, and in like it could be 1 hour, it could be 6 hours, it could be 2 days. Suddenly everything will appear to be full of hope and positivity, and anything I can do will be fun and rewarding. And I don't understand why that happens to me. And then what will happen is I'll end up with a job or something where I'm making money, and after that it'll flip again, and then I'll be stuck in it. But maybe not. I mean, maybe I can learn. But anyways, it's not like I really want to do anything. I'm just scared that my income source is going to dry up, and I'm not mentally prepared to do anything else. I can't even write my book. Every time I sit down and I look at it, I just can't believe it. I can't believe how many things happen. I didn't talk to you guys about so much stuff. I mean, it was 45 years of just being tortured and tricked, and being alone. Basically, when this is the most poignant thing, is that I realize is that I've always been alone in my life. My parents never cared, and the only person I had was my brother. And now that he's gone, I guess I feel even more hopeless and helpless than before. I guess he kept me motivated. I said it was sibling rivalry, but today I'm thinking right now, maybe he just kept me motivated. Now that he's not around, and I see all the work he put in and I put in together when we were both alive, and what did it get him? 6 feet under in the grave at the age of 44. So I think I'm just going to go lie on my couch and I don't know, just wait. I'll upload this now. I mean, I really should put a crowdfunding campaign for my book. But, and this is the weird thing, is that this is what I should be doing. Just all I need is $1,000. I won't have to do my goddamn cans. I can get the book out, and I'll be able to work 24/7 here at the computer instead of always having to go outside and work. And I should be able to get my skills back in my life. But there's part of me that doesn't let myself do it because of all the risks involved. That basically, like happened last time with GoFundMe, is I got some money and they closed my account for no reason. And that was just devastating. And I'm just not ready for that kind of devastation again. I guess that's the thing. I'm not ready for another trauma. And I feel like everything I'm going to try might be another trauma. And I just can't handle it. And this is where I'm at right now.